And welcome back. And we are shifting things around this morning as we start off our show with our conversation with the University of Belize students. And they have a marketing expo coming up, which meant that they had to come up with creative ideas. And we're actually going to feature two of those this morning. We have with us on set Anika Bradley and Zydene Thompson, who are representing BackYaardigan Furniture. And we have Rubi Hoare and Rizy Rodriguez, who are representing Tropical Repellant. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
So let's find out a little bit about you individually, what you are studying at this time at the university. Let's start with you.
I'm studying my associate in business science. I started August of 2016.
Okay.
Also, I started last year, 2016, and I'm studying business science right now at the time.
I am pursuing my associates in business science.
I'm pursuing my associates in business science.
Also business science. Now, the Marketing Expo is an annual event. You know that much. So you have an idea that you will have to participate at some point in time. Tell me a bit of the process that you go through in selecting your groups, and then we'll move into the conceptualization of the project. Let's start here with BackYaardigan Furniture.
Our group was given to us.
Okay.
We didn't get the opportunity to select, which was good as well because I met new people.
Okay.
But the process, our teacher, she gives us a weekly guideline as you're supposed to do this week so that it doesn't be like cramped up at the end. But so far we followed our schedule. We made our own schedule that would fit for everyone, and we just stuck with it. And
how large is the group?
6 of us.
6 people. And it's the same on this end?
Same on our
Okay, and it was also selected by the school?
Yes.
All right, so that's different personalities coming together, trying to focus on one project. Now, I want you guys to tell me, from Tropical Repellant, your creative process in coming up with what you wanted to produce for the expo.
Well, we basically had to, as a group, sit together and think about what are the things that we like and dislike so that we can come together and create our product. However, we analyze and observe that in our country, so far, there's opening for the large opening for the skincare market, and we realized that all the businesses that are opening for these different markets are that they're doing scrubs, especially scrubs and lip balms. So we decided that we want to join the market and create something entirely different than what is being created. So we came up with a organic sunscreen, 100% natural and safe.
Okay. And was that your winning idea from the start, or did you have to whittle it down to this one product?
We basically, that was basically from the start when when we were observing the different things that we would like to do. We said that maybe the sunscreen and focusing on a skincare product would fall perfect for all of us.
Okay. Now, Zydene, tell us about your creative process with your group in creating this unique furniture.
Well, we wanted to create something that would be different. We came up with other products like hair products and stuff because we're trying to be creative. We want to put it out of the box, right? So we said, let's do something that is environmentally friendly while saving the environment, creating a furniture that is something just like a chair that you can sit on, and this is what we came up with. It's a tire furniture chair.
Oh, it's a tire?
Yes, it's a tire furniture. It's very comfortable, very seated, very sturdy, very strong.
Oh.
And
the inside can be used as storage as well. So if you lift up the cover,
yeah,
it's also storage. It can be your hamper. You can. My friend just told me yesterday. She gave me an idea. She's like, I could store my clothes in this.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. It can be
when
used
you have
for
to
that.
do that quick cleanup because people are coming over, you can put it all in there.
It's very spacious and comfortable at the same time, and it's very sturdy.
Now, there's a substantial amount of research that goes into these projects, and I want you to tell me what you learned in that process. Finding out about the Belize market, finding out about the cost of producing your products. Tell me about what were some of the more eye-opening moments for you in your own market research?
Eye-opening for me would be when I was asked, so how much you're gonna sell it for? And then I'm thinking, I really don't want to put a price that would have people like, gal, that's too expensive. But but it really takes a lot of money to start with. Material, how much you would buy a tire for. Plywood, your labor, it takes time. Then we're students, so we are making time for work and school. It's very time consuming, but it's very costly as well. So
what was the price point that you decided on?
We were saying it should be at $120.
Okay.
We have two different price range. We do have smaller tires that are catered for kids, and the larger ones that would be used by, you know, adult or so. So the large ones would be 120, 130, between 120 and 130, and our small ones are 100, 110.
Okay. And what about you, ladies?
I would also say the cost, because when we started doing this project, we thought that, okay, maybe we can just quickly put it all together. But we realized that no, it needs a lot of research, it needs a lot of time, and it is also somewhat very costly to put it all together.
Now, you guys had to do research in terms of the ingredients that would go into your sunscreen. Tell me about that process.
Well, we're basically girls, so we know more or less. We always play around with different things for our skin, for our hair. And I personally like to take care of my skin, so I already knew some of the natural ingredients that I would use, such as like coconut oil. That is one of our main ingredients. So we did research. We also asked people that deal with skincare products and stuff for the natural types of ingredients that they use, and that's how we went about doing it.
Okay. Did you guys also sample it to Rizy?
Yes, I did. Actually, it have become my best product, or best product yet. I would use it for different uses. It's a sunscreen.
Okay.
It's a bugs repellent too.
Okay.
And it's a moisturizing texture.
Okay.
So I could use it before my makeup as a moisturizer for the day. It's moisturizing, like I say, so you could use it for your hands if you feel too dry. So it's a multiple use product, so you can't go wrong in buying it.
So it also is a repellent, you said?
Yes.
So it's a multi-purpose product?
Yes.
Okay.
So you can't go wrong. Your money is going to work a lot.
What price point did you guys decide on?
Well, we decided that these small ones, the promotional packaging ones, would be like for $3.
Okay.
And the big ones would be basically for $6.
Okay. All right. Now, you also have to find out whether or not people would be interested in your product. And I want to jump into, obviously we have a big pink chair in front of us. So Zydene, you have to tell us, what was it like when you started to talk to people about potentially developing it and whether or not they'd be interested?
Well, as we told people about it, they were like, man, it looks so nice, it looks so beautiful, because they have all different kind of designs. We have a cultural design, because we're trying to identify different markets of people that would be interested to buy.
Okay.
So as it relates to the chair, we wanted to do, like I said, something different and also grab others' attention. So we just did a chair that would, as you can see, it is made out of foam and the tire and plywood. So we tried to do as much as we could on it there.
Okay. And you guys made it yourself?
Yes, we did.
I love your face when you said that.
We had someone guide us, but for the most part, we did it ourselves. It's our product, we are graded on it. So if you have to ask us a question, you can't look.
Yeah, you need to know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. What was the most complicated part of putting it together?
To start with, I've never sewn in my life. I don't even know how to build anything. So trying it for the first time, it was good, but it was not sellable.
Okay.
So it was good for a
around
start.
the edges,
Yes.
yeah.
But I had a friend, he showed me, Alex from Vernon Street, Customs chairman.
Okay.
He really showed me how to wrap the cloth better. He helped me to, like, he really guided me. He showed me how to, where to staple and how to cover your marks and everything.
Okay.
So that was very helpful.
So you had your own business mentor.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you guys meet anybody like that too?
No, we basically dealt with our making of the product on our own, like together as a group, and that's how we did it.
Okay.
The most challenging part was the texture of it,
Yeah.
Like getting it right.
getting it creamy and the color.
So we did multiple tries. We did until we got it right.
Okay, and I want to hear about your experience venturing into entrepreneurship. This is something that we talk about being necessary for the country. You're business students, so I'm sure you understand why it's important that we have new businesses start up and that we support them as well. But what have you learned in this process about entrepreneurship? I want everybody to give me an answer. Let's start with you, Rizy.
Well, I would say the different markets. We tried to produce a product that everybody would use,
Yeah.
starting from the kids, older, younger. So we focus on that product that anybody would buy. And we came up with the idea that we'd do a traveling size and a bigger one, or you could carry it everywhere you go.
Yeah.
So it would be much easier to sell.
Well, I basically learned that whenever you're trying to venture on a business on your own, there is a lot of research that you have to make. You have to pay attention to your competitors, you have to pay attention to the people you have around, to your consumers, to the people that you will target. And I realized that it's nothing hard, but you do have to put a lot of effort in what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, well, as it relates to entrepreneurship, to me, the part that you would take time out to identify would be the way how you're going to market your product. Because how will people know what you're selling unless you show them or they have an idea or you get them all hyped up about what you're going to deliver to them. So to me, as it relates to entrepreneurship, you would need to market your product properly so that people understand what you're selling, why you're selling, and what is the cause that you're pushing so that they can identify that.
Yeah.
For me, it would be the startup funds, because that was a challenge. We know what we wanted to do. We had a list of our materials and everything, but in all honesty, you needed that startup fund. So what we did, each of us put like sum of money together each to at least started to buy materials. And even when we were like halfway through, we still needed more. And then we're talking to students, some who aren't working. So they're like, well, where am I gonna get this money? So we had to ask family members who were tired of us, friends. And that's like a real major factor of being an entrepreneur, the funds. So
you had to convince your investors. That's what it is.
Yes, we did. Yes, we
And
did.
were they convinced or just said, you're my daughter, so here?
They were convinced. Actually, I was like, I wonder if it's not for marketing Expo, can I get money like this easy out of you? Because they were convinced. They were like, oh, that's innovative. I like that. Here. I'm like, thank you.
Now, Zydene, we heard you talk about the marketing aspect, and it's a marketing expo. So tell us a bit about the strategies you guys have developed to get, and I know it's for a grade, but you're still going to have a public expo where people will be able to purchase or at least order some of your products. So tell us how you have been marketing so far.
Well, as it relates to marketing, we already have, from our poster that we have here, you can see that we already have a Facebook page. It's called BackYaardigan, so we already have it on the Facebook. And also we have an Instagram page. So we have went away with technology and social media to market our product to get it to the various people that would like to see it, to see if they're interested. And we did get some feedback, so it showed that social media and technology does help you to market your product more easily.
Our main advertising tool is also social media. We have Facebook page and an Instagram page. So that's what we're using to market. And we also tell people about our stuff. Like when I meet around with my friends, I talk to them about my product and I let them know and I tell a friend.
Okay. Do you give them free samples too?
Yes, we actually
them
had
try.
them test it. And we did walk around and give it to other people to test it.
And what's the feedback you all have received about your project so far?
Well, when people, there are some people that say that they like the scent of the product.
Okay.
Others like the texture of the product. And so we're getting very positive feedback.
Positive feedback on our end as well. I actually have a classmate from another class. She also participates in the marketing expo with another group, and she constantly reminds me in our other class group chat. She's like, remember, I want the fluffy chair. I'm like, okay, I got you.
So what's your main sales pitch? Is it the visual appeal of it, or is it more the environmentally friendly?
A bit of both. We strive to be environmentally friendly as much as we can. As well, being environmentally friendly, you want to protect the environment, but you also want to attract people to protect the environment. So we actually dedicated our time to making sure the products are really beautiful as well as the quality. It has to be there.
Yeah.
I would say both also because our product is an environmental friendly product. It's an organic product. And then we also want to give the public something that they can use, a good quality product that they can use on their daily basis.
So you said you were given a schedule as to how to complete your projects. Tell me a bit about what this last week is like before the expo itself.
A lot of work.
What was that? Please.
It was a lot of work.
Yeah.
The packaging of it, the finishing part,
Hectic.
was very, very, very hectic. We had to rush things up
Yeah.
because every week we do something different. We try to make something possible of it, of
We're
the whole
making,
process.
we have to do banners, flyers, business cards, then we have to think about how we will organize our booths. So every week we have something to do. But this last week is like everything has to be put down together. So it's been hectic.
Well, the last week for us is going to be quite tight because we still need to make the remaining rest of the chairs. We have right now about 4 chairs. We're looking for people. 6? 6. When we're looking to
You
make...
didn't help with those last two.
Yeah, we have about 6 chairs right now, and we're looking to make about 10 to 12. And we want to have people place orders so that we can know. And like I said, through the marketing, we already know how much more likely people want it, how much will be sold. So.
All right. And how much time does it take, each piece take?
2 days.
2 days? Wow, that's a lot of labor.
Yes. Well, like a day. Call it a day. It took a lot of time.
You look like you were tired of seeing tires.
No, it took a lot of time because we meet at like in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's true.
Because one of our group members, we go to her home, and she gets off from work at midday.
Okay.
So we get there at around 2 or 3. We leave like around 7 and resume the next day. So you can say like 1 day.
Okay. Now, how many orders have you gotten so far? I mean, like people who are committed to buying. We know Miss Fluffy Chair has her order
Yes.
set, right?
So far, 6 of them already have owners. So we're trying to do more for people who are just gonna show up on the day.
Yeah.
Hopefully, they have a chance to buy, but 6 is gone. All of them are gone so far.
So this one is gone already.
This one is not gone as yet.
So anybody who's watching from home and want this particular piece, you can contact them.
Sure. at BackYaardigan.
Well, we're gonna get there
On
because
Instagram
I'm
or
very
Facebook.
interested in I actually do know about BackYaardigans. I have young nieces and nephews. So,
Sure.
what prompted you to use that as your name for your business?
Well, what stuck to me was what's gonna work? Teamwork. That stuck to me. So this kind of cheesy, but
Just
kinda. But that stuck to me, and it's a group effort.
Yeah.
And we all do our fair share. Apart from the product, we had assignments to put up. So
yeah.
when thinking about the name, I reflected it on the cartoon, and I was like, okay, it's like young, creative cartoon or animation, and it's a group effort. So it just came to my head, and I told my group, I'm like, okay, what if we were called BackYaardigans? So another group member said, BackYaardigan. Like, make it more of the Creole. I'm like, okay, that would be good.
So you gave into this name very easily?
Well, yeah, because we're trying to push, like, we're trying to get it that you can use the chair outside and inside.
Yeah.
So, you know, you sometimes you want to hang out on outside. Maybe you don't have necessary chair. You know, you want a comfort seating outside. You can go. Sometimes I see my grandmother goes on her veranda. Some people want to chill in the backyard.
Yeah.
So you can just take out the chair. It's not anything heavy. It's quite movable and just relax. So,
It's not heavy. It looks heavy.
well, not that heavy.
Okay. You can move it on your own.
Yeah.
All right. And what about the final look, name, and everything else for your product? How difficult was it? You know, when you're working with people that aren't necessarily your friends, it's difficult to build consensus. So you can be honest if there were some struggles there too.
Well, we had we came up with different names at that point, and we worked together as a group. So we tried to put together something that would make somewhat sense. It's a made in Belize product. So we decided to go with tropical skincare because we live in a tropical country. So that is how we decided to stay on it, and we all agreed. We were all.
I love how professional it looks as well. You know, obviously you had to source your own bottles to be able to fill them, and I'm sure they're not very easy to fill either.
It takes time. Yes.
Yeah. Because you could have went with plastic, you could have done other options. What made you go this route?
Well, we wanted to do something entirely different. Like I said, especially with the lip scrubs, they're all in mason jars, and other scrubs, the different types of skincare scrubs, everything is in jars or the typical containers. So we wanted to do something that would stand out there, so that
And
people
look
will want our
Yes,
product.
and before we normally visit the Expo, so we notice, you know, when you get the jar, the inside of the jar usually has the product. Then if they have it for a very long time, it stays right there.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look too healthy. So
Yeah.
that's what we try to do, something that people will actually have for a long while, and they'll be able to use it whenever they feel like, with a clean environment. You know.
Okay, I like that. So Rizy, since you have yours there, you can show us the texture, because you guys keep talking about the texture. Right? Let's get that on camera. 1 second. And this is skincare / repellent / sunscreen, right?
Right.
And you could go ahead and just.
So the texture was difficult to be able to pin down?
We had to measure our stuff right way and correctly, not one cup more, not 1 tablespoon less. We had to make sure it's perfect.
And who has the recipe for the
Well,
product?
the group members, we all work together.
Oh, it's not like
the-
top secret
No.
in a safe? Okay.
The 6 of us know what we're doing.
Okay, so tell us, people who are watching now and they want to support you. I mean, I'm always amazed at some of the innovative products that come out of this particular expo, and especially from young minds like yourself. How do people find you and show their support? Maybe put in an order for something? Where?
You can contact us on our Facebook or Instagram page. It's BackYaardigan.
Okay.
Can we?
Yeah, you can hold it up so they can see it.
How it's spelled? It's BackYaard, YAAD, BackYaardigan. It's found on Facebook and Instagram as well, or they can contact us at 636-8000, or just show up at the Expo November 22nd. That would be good as well.
Yeah, then they can test it out for themselves, lift it and see how heavy it really is.
They can see the detail in the inside as well. Like you can feel it, you can check everything. Everything is up to par.
Yeah.
Well, if you could find us on Facebook and Instagram, we also have a little commercial coming up.
Okay.
So people would know a little more about us. Our product we could buy it. You could buy only the small one, the big one, or the two
promotional package.
And you have prizes and surprises.
Yes, we do. We have prizes. We have raffle. We have drinks. We want something refreshing for you.
Okay.
So visit our booth. You're not going to lose anything. You might gain a lot taking one of those home.
Okay, and of course the Marketing Expo is next week, November 22nd. We thank you both for coming, your groups for coming in and sharing a bit of the background information as to what goes into this. Best of luck. So you guys are there's also a grade that comes along with it. We know that's the most important part of this. Anybody motivated to perhaps keep this going as a business?
Well, my group members and I usually talk about what if somebody wants to buy our product. So we are going with a positive mind that maybe someday, some other time, it can really work out for us, or maybe it works out for us now.
All right, I like to hear that. So Anika, you don't see yourself building furniture?
I do. Someone actually asked me, do you consider making this a business after the Expo?
Yeah.
Knowing what I can do now, maybe I just might.
Well, we're entrepreneurs, we're business students, we're willing to grow, and well, an entrepreneur have to take the risk. So if someone is willing to invest, we don't have any problem in furthering our business.
I like the sound of that. Thank you so much for being here this morning, and best of luck next week.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to go ahead and take a break, and when we come back, we'll be joined by the National Garifuna Council, so stay tuned.